The story of a man, an ancient babalawo, and a woman who looks like she's a water maiden. The story of these two who sneaked into or used their babalawo power or whatever, entered into Queen Naomi's house but never made it alive. My people, this is the full story. I know a lot of us didn't hear this. I'm surprised I'm just hearing it. And as I heard it, I said, this is, I thought I could share with you. Welcome back to my channel. Is your girl, Live Gist Plus. I don't carry another story from the palace of Kabiyesi. So, this is actually the way we heard this story. And I would like us to listen to the end and now make analysis. How possible is this? Now, the other day, about this Queen Naomi's new house, you know, all these things are following suit the stories, but because of the length of the story, we might not want to jam pack it in one so that you listen to it bit by bit. I think this is the episode 3 of Queen Naomi's new house that Kabiyesi already built for her. We were meant to understand that none of these Oloris knows this house right from time. They do not know the location, they don't know the city, they don't know anything about the house. Why? Because the first time Kabiyesi wanted to erect a magnificent building in the palace, it was as if that is when they poured fuel inside fire for them. They lost their sleep. There was no peace again. They started doing all manner of things to discourage the building. Kabiyesi left them. And already, Queen Naomi has already said, coming back to you, my lord, doesn't mean I am going to stay in the palace place. I am coming on one condition. I'm not going to stay there. So after everything, Kabiyesi decided to make this building somewhere else. And we were told that Kabiyesi did not mention the city, not to talk more of mentioning the area, that because these people, they are ready. These Oloris are ready to go anywhere just to search for Queen Naomi's property to destroy. So they have finished building the building, and we heard that Kabiyesi first of all went to Queen Naomi's house in appreciation for what they have done for her, for giving her this beautiful soul. And we heard they call it renewal of bride price. If you see what happened, they said he carried egungun and go. Then, secondly, Kabiyesi unveiled the house to Queen Naomi. Now, this particular thing happened on that day that Kabiyesi unveils this house to Queen Naomi. They said after everything, people were happy. People in the church were happy because they heard the news. Because as we take here, they said Queen Naomi was pulled out of church by Kabiyesi for that surprise. So because the time interval between the time Olori Naomi left the palace and the time that she arrived, the time that people started hearing the good news, if you check well, the distance is not much. Meaning this new place is either between, it's not far, from Akure. So then the other day we first hear say 7 lifeless dogs were seen there. Now, that was in the front of the building. The day that Kabiyesi went to unveil this house, they tried to walk around because Queen Naomi carried, after it was unveiled, Queen Naomi had to make call Jerry Eze or what, according to what we heard, called what's her name? Esther Ajayi. 3 of them with their prayer warriors. They arrived that same day, meaning that it is not far from where we think, either from Lagos or from Akure. Or whether they said they arrived that day, they slept in a hotel, and the following day they had to go to sanctify that house before Queen Naomi moves in. Little did we know that immediately after, or was it before Queen Naomi came with these pastors, Queen Naomi already is fire herself. I believe she must have gone back to Akure and started doing her heavy prayers against any powers of darkness that we find that house available to come. Yes, that is the right thing to do. Because when good things come your way, don't underestimate the power of the evil ones, because they are right there on the air, on the sea, everywhere, monitoring your movements and monitoring how things are going in your life. So I believe Queen Naomi must have done serious prayer after they said they saw dogs there. So Queen Naomi and Jerezi and Pastor Ajayi, the following day, they said they went to that place for a serious prayer before Queen Naomi will move in with her son. My people, lo and behold, this man, an ancient man with white hairs all over, his jaw as if he's a dada or something like that, and a young girl that looks like a mermaid, dark skinned girl. They were seen lying lifelessly at the backyard of that mansion. Oh, God is too much. Hey, my people. I feel like singing to this God. Do you know the amount of prayer that Queen Naomi must have fired that night? Because she knows now that they have wanted to hand the thing over to her, the enemies will not sleep. They have not always been sleeping, so they will not even sleep this time. So they said the place, the woman came with at that backyard there was something like blood-stained clothes and all that into pieces. They hang it at the back, as if you want to enter through kitchen. It was hung at the back if you want to enter through the kitchen. So they hang that at the back, and maybe before, when they finished hanging it, that was when they met their untimely bye. So Kabiyesi was shocked. Everybody, in fact, not only Kabiyesi, including Pastor Jerry, including Ajayi, they were so shocked. How? First of all, the gate was closed. Securities, and the kind of security that is there is not just ordinary human being, like security, top security company that are trained soldiers, trained officers that do security, the kind of security that follow the government officials. That is what they said is there. So if you check well, where did these people enter from, if not through their witchcraft? But unfortunately for them, they didn't know that is their end. Yes, I don't know whoever must have sent them, but the person is supposed to have received the shock of the messengers that they are no more. They went to buy, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. That is the word. So these ones, it be like they never know Queen Naomi, and now make the go put head for this new house. They even said when Kabiyesi was building the house, Kabiyesi didn't want to let Queen Naomi know the location, but Queen Naomi gave him several things to pray with. Or is it that Queen Naomi later went? I don't know, but it's like Queen Naomi went when they were still building it. That is how that story went to. But I know that there are so many anointed oil and all of that they used it. And Queen Naomi has been hoping, because Kabiyesi according to what we heard, they say Kabiyesi wanted to take her by surprise. Kabiyesi was not sharing the updates of the building, the updates of maybe the stages of the building. Kabiyesi wanted to take her by surprise, and yes, Odogu did it, took her by surprise and led her into that building, only for them to see at the back of the building that two devils are lying lifeless there. So they had to make inquiries, call the police, and their body was removed. Now I ask, how did they even manage to enter there, number one? And if they had entered through spirit, why did they leave their body there? As their spirit, they enter through spirit and they carry their body along. They suppose as they buy, may they carry their body along. But that is what prayer can do. Maybe as they were trying to escape, they couldn't, as far as they have touched their leg on that ground, they couldn't move anymore. Their spirit left them. Yes, because the spirit has to continue to walk. It's so unfortunate that the body that they used were there. Before you know it now, those spirits will still enter into another body and start walking. So they said everybody was surprised. When Naomi, Esther Ajayi, Pastor Jerry, according to what we heard, they never knew. In fact, they said it's been long they see this kind of thing happen. How did they enter? They say the fence of that building was very high. Now people are saying, is it possible that they bribed the officers in charge to be able to penetrate inside the building? But these officers does not look hungry. They don't look like people you can bribe. Because the kind of fence that is there, with wire gauze, how will these people enter? Is it possible for someone to fly into a building as a witchcraft with his body, and now they left their body there? Well, all these questions are what we are going to think and analyze. Because as it be like this, my people, the end of this Oloris or anybody that sends this person there is near, because you cannot lead people to buy and you are alive. If all these informations are true, and if it is truly that they have been tormenting Olori Naomi and doing all this kind of thing to her, they will surely receive their pay at the end of the day. Yes, they will. All right, my people, I am going to be bringing you more updates. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget that all these are alleged and speculated information making waves on the social media. I will be right back.